Hi friends.
Hola!
I was on TikTok. Why do all my videos start out with I was on TikTok?
Because that's 90% of your day.
Don't expose me like that. But I was on TikTok and I saw that a lot of people are using this thing called GhostTube. It's an app on your phone. And I'll let Tyler explain the rest. Because he has to use smart people words and I'm not a smart people.
It's for looking for ghosts. What's there to explain? It's got a thing that supposedly picks up voices and translates them, and it's got a thing that picks up magnetic disturbances, and it's got a proximity sensor to tell if something gets too close to it. Yours doesn't have the proximity sensor. Guess that's only on Android.
The fuck?
That's the second app.
Oh.
See, I'll show you on mine since evidently it only works on Android. So see on mine, it's got a little proximity sensor, so if something gets close, it goes off. Yours doesn't have it. It's under here. It's listed as proximity sensor.
Oh.
But yours is an iPhone, so it doesn't have that sensor.
EMF detector on or off?
It's not really an EMF detector. It's a magnetism detector.
And so I found this, so I downloaded it to see if it worked, and it looks like...
What?
Excuse you.
You're
and
excused.
So I don't really know if it's real or fake, so that's obviously why I'm going to try it. But when Tyler did turn his on, it said Marie. Like, that's the first thing it said. And that's my middle name. And I haven't said my middle name.
Keep in mind it also said Africa. Best I can figure, and it'll get tested later, but best I can figure, it's pre-programmed to just say a random word every so many minutes of recording.
I'm going to read what the what it says on the
Nope, not setting off the EMF reader.
What?
What? Just seeing if there was anything going on up there.
There's not, and you know it.
You're not supposed to admit that.
So it says ghost app for real paranormal investigators. I'm a real paranormal. Shut the fuck up, I'm talking.
See what I mean? As long as it's recording, it's programmed to say a random word every so many minutes.
Well, I'm a real paranormal investigator, so I'm trying this. GhostTube uses your mobile device's actual sensors to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic energy, electronic voice phenomena, and capture apparitions on camera. No added sound or visual FX. Just raw readings from your device, making it one of the few paranormal apps you can trust. Read more about how GhostTube works over at ghosttubeapp.com. Well, there was a spelling error in the very first sentence. It says GhostTube uses.
Yeah.
Features include with the GhostTube ghost detector app the Are you okay?
Just making it make noise at this point.
Electromagnetic field detector, using the phone's built-in magnetometer, electronic voice phenomenon reader, which is the EVP, sound spectrum analyzer for detecting EVPs, a ghost dictionary with up to 500 commonly used names and words in over 20 languages. Now, doesn't a spirit box, doesn't that not have words like the actual one that we see like used on Ghost Adventures? Like the one that makes that white noise? Is that one
They have both. They've got both kinds. They've got just the white noise. They've got just the white noise machine, and then they've got the one that has the words that come up on the screen. That one has a dictionary built in.
But like with the white noise one that scans through all the radio stations, isn't that one more reliable because you like saying a random word from a dictionary?
It entirely depends on the app, because like, my theory with this app is that it's programmed to automatically say a random word at varying intervals, whether it's picking up anything or not. The kind they're using on the show, at least in theory, is the kind that takes that white noise and pieces it together to try and match it to a word in the dictionary that it has. Whereas this one just automatically spits out random words with
and that's on right now. So if it says a word, then we'll time it and see if it says another word at a time, and then time that and see if it just does it at every certain amount of time, it'll say a word. It also has a word log for tracking words generated by the Ghost Dictionary. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'll show you. It means that if you click here, it'll tell you the last 15 words that were said and what time they were said.
Oh.
So like, that's a 6-minute interval. That one is obviously much longer because I had the app shut off, but...
Customizable skins and filters to enhance and personalize your paranormal videos.
So in other words, you can change a filter as just like on a Snapchat or something to make it look spooky.
And it's got 4.3 out of 5 stars, and there's 506 ratings, so...
Not enough ratings to be reliable. With that many ratings, it could easily be employees and friends of employees just posting good ratings.
Yeah. It's number 15 on the entertainment chart. On Wednesday, we're going to go to the Springdale Cemetery, since it's close to us, and we'll just, like, sit in the car or something and see if any, like, actual like intelligent responses come through that like can't be explained. I was gonna read some reviews.
Oh, also something about this app that we found out, it's only halfway functional regardless because they sneak in a subscription service that you have to sign up for to get all the features.
Yeah.
So like you only get part of the dictionary. The SLS camera only lets you record for about 30 seconds and only just a few recordings. The actual like word dictionary where it tells you what words you've heard are limited to 15 words unless you're paying for the subscription.
This one says, I'm scared. It's 4 stars, and it says, I'm literally so scared. For some reason, the corner of my bed has a lot of activity. And so now I wanted to see if it did now because it's current 12 a.m. for me, and it said bloody. No bye. I got so scared, and especially because I have red LEDs on. Nope, good night. My cat keeps looking at the corner of my room. And the developer response is, don't worry, nothing can harm you. Our app is based on paranormal theories only. Well, doesn't that give it away that it's kind of fake?
Yeah, and it says that its responses are based on magnetic readings. They can be triggered by nearby electrical equipment.
So if like it gets triggered by...
So if it gets near something... So when it gets near something magnetic often enough, it triggers a word. So they say right in the description basically that it's not necessarily paranormal, it's triggered by magnetism. So anything metal or magnetic can set it off. And you have absolutely nothing magnetic in here. This camera is nothing. No,
yes, it is. So like it's not a spirit saying a word, it's the electromagnetic energy.
No, there's a magnet in your phone, and when that magnet picks up enough picks up another magnet, it'll occasionally trigger it to say a word.
That's kind of disappointing.
So it's fake.
I'll read another review. This one says skeptical. I have to admit this app is spooky. I've had it on and off for most of the day and have gotten lots of words, but a lot of the words...
See, when it's held up near a magnet for long enough, it says a random word.
What did it say, crying?
Yeah.
Nobody hears crying.
So if you hold it near a magnet and you're talking while it's recording, it'll eventually say a random word in response.
A lot of the words that were said were repeated throughout the day. Is this some sort of a glitch? If not, I'm calling a priest. And the developer response is, our app...
See, hold it near the magnet for long enough and it automatically triggers a word, and it just repeats the same series of words.
Yeah, it didn't start doing that until you like started putting a magnet near it.
Mm-hmm.
The developer response is, our app contains a dictionary over 800 commonly used words and phrases. It is intended for serious investigators, though can throw false positives. Not all words generated are necessarily paranormal. Words can be triggered by nearby electrical equipment, metals, etc. So always consider any nearby environmental factors. In addition, it only contains up to 800 words, or 350 if you're not a premium user. So one could expect it to repeat if using for long periods of time.
So they're admitting right in their own responses that it's just random words that it spits out.
Don't waste your time, 1 star. Does not work. Says they random things. Like, the only thing that I don't have the explanation for is that it said my middle name right when it got turned on, but...
Yeah, it's just random, like I said. It's got 350 words programmed and it'll randomly pick one of them. And Marie is an extremely common name for old times. Like early 1900s, late 1800s. Marie was a very common name, so it's not all that surprising that it would be a programmed in word.
Creepy for sure. Is it real? I'm not sure. It doesn't actually work, just a scam. I've noticed that he's like the developer response is only going for negative comments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and it seems like it's got a limit to how many words it'll say per recording session. So we've got Marie, Africa, goodbye, crying, and goodbye again, all from just holding it near a magnet.
Yeah. And like, I had mine on and it didn't say anything when it wasn't near a magnet.
It's random intervals that it shows up, but it'll pop up random words when it's near a magnet line. Probably just like it did on mine. Though your magnet on your phone isn't particularly strong, so I've got to kind of...
And then his is right there. Wait, is yours still on?
Yeah. So, I don't know if it's just time that it's near the magnet that triggers it, or if there's keywords while it's near a magnet that triggers it.
300 words 350 words loaded.
So, I don't know. Is anybody there? I didn't think so.
And then show them the SLS one.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were messing with that one too.
So this one is a little bit more believable, whether or not it's programmed to just randomly show. Okay. Whether or not it's programmed to randomly show up as if there's a person there is question. It will not focus. It won't focus on my phone screen.
Oh my god, it just logged. It just like clicked out.
There we go.
How rude.
So it's at least believable in the sense that it picks up when you're pointing the camera at a person and goes away when you're not. So whether it's programmed to just randomly show up as if there's a person there even though there's not is hard to say.
Fix yourself. Which phone was that?
That's mine. That's the supposed proximity sensor.
How?
Always.
Huh? Always? Well, I was about to say anyways. So get it right. On Wednesday, oh shoot, this is already 18 minutes long. This might be a part 2. It might not be a part 2. I'll have to edit it and see where we're at. Oh, that's a bug. That's a dead bug.
Way to go.
So, if this video ends right here, there'll be a part 2. If not, we're going to the next clip then. Okay, so bye.
Bye.